If you're planning a trip to Brighton and you want to know the best places to eat, drink and stay, then you've clicked on the right video. I'm going to take you through my top 6 places to get great food, delicious cocktails and indulgent accommodation. Let's go and have a look. So we're going to start off with one of my favourite meals of the day, which is breakfast, and we went to Lost in the Lanes. Now this is like a contemporary chef-led style cafe. It's also a bar and it serves breakfast, lunch, wines, cocktails, cakes and also specialty coffee. It's open every day from 9 to 5 p.m. and we had the most amazing vegetarian breakfast. We had halloumi, smashed avocado, which is one of my favourites. There were mushrooms, roasted cherry tomatoes, a new potato hash, poached eggs and sourdough toast. Everything was cooked and seasoned absolutely perfectly. They also serve one of the nicest chai lattes I've ever tasted. The atmosphere was amazing and they had some really nice houseplants as well, which is always a bonus in my book. So I would 100% recommend this for breakfast and I will definitely be going back. So if you're indecisive like me, then Shelter Hall on Brighton seafront is one of the perfect places for you to go. It's basically a seaside food court with food from around the globe, plus it has cocktails, wine, craft beer, and then it also has live music at the weekends. So inside hosts 7 unique kitchens and they're all led by Sussex chefs, so you can choose whatever it is you want to eat and then download the mobile app and order from your phone, which is great. So you just sit down and you can order several different things from different places and they all get delivered straight to you. There is absolutely tons of seating inside and outside, so you can take advantage of the beautiful Brighton views, or if the weather is typically British, you can go and sit indoors. The food we had was really great. I've heard good things about the burgers from here, but as we weren't that hungry, we got some loaded tater tots, which were actually outstanding considering they are just like mini hash browns. We had bacon fondue fries, which I would love to recreate. We also had a calabrese and gorgonzola cheese pizza. So we obviously had to sample a cocktail and we got a mango daiquiri, which was so nice, and I really recommend Shelter Hall if you're just wandering Brighton seafront and you want somewhere to just relax and watch the world go by, then Shelter Hall is definitely the place. So by far our best experience in Brighton was this place called the Plotting Parlour, and from outside it just looks like a normal pub, but when you walk inside you will be transported into the most amazing cocktail bar I've ever visited. The setting was just stunning. It was so quirky and there was so much attention to detail. But the thing that really stood out in this place was, apart from the cocktails, the staff. They were so accommodating, so friendly. They let us film every single drink they made. They talked us through the whole menu. They actually said when we left that they really enjoyed having us and they said thank you for being so enthusiastic. And we just chatted through everything with them. It was such an experience. It wasn't just going to have a drink. They were so knowledgeable and they knew everything there was to know about different spirits and what to mix them with. And they were throwing cocktail shakers around, they were setting fire to things. It really was like a show, and we didn't realise how lucky we were. We were a couple of streets away from this place and we just walked in, but they do take bookings as well, and apparently walk-ins are quite rare because it gets so busy. And you can see the guy here, he was just fabulous and he really knew his stuff. Anything I asked him, he had an answer for, and he did talk us through some of the drinks, which I'll include a bit of that. But basically it's an award-winning table service venue and they specialise in signature creations and classic cocktails. So all the drinks are made with locally sourced ingredients, the highest quality spirits and liqueurs. They also have wines, beers and small plates of food as well, so you can have some snacks. And they will make you anything you want. If you say I like smoky kind of drinks or I prefer something a little bit milky, you just tell them the kind of thing you like. It might be a cocktail you had on holiday 5 years ago, and if they can make it, they will.
Well, I'll walk you through this one. I'll start with buffalo. In the shot glass here, we've got white dog. Pretty much buffalo traces a mash bill before it hits any barrel. So in a sense, it's not too dissimilar from like a moonshine. And then we move on to a Brooklyn, which is an old Prohibition style drink, similar to a Manhattan, but usually you've got like traditionally a Mere Picon, which is a real dark orange French spirit. So that's using buffalo trace, which is around 3 to 4 years in a barrel. And then you've got a black Manhattan using Evil Rare, which is 10 years. Now this is a twist. We sub out the gin for mezcal.
Ah, okay.
And that's actually called a final argument.
Oh, really?
Closing argument. Closing argument. Very similar. And you'll have a pineapple sorbet there as well.
If you're a big Mexican fan like we are, then I highly recommend La Choza. And this place is walk-in only, you can't actually book, and it gets very busy. It's kind of like a little hidden gem, but they do operate an app virtual queue, so you can go and enjoy a drink in a nearby pub, and then they will let you know when your table's ready, which is what happened with us. The food is actually award winning. They've got several awards up on their walls. We had quesadillas, burritos, fire roasted chilies, and we also had the best tasting blood orange and chili infused tequila with chili rim, which was just amazing. The guy in there was also so nice, and the people in Brighton just seemed so friendly. When I expressed an interest in the cookbooks on the shelf, he actually got one down for me to have a read through while I was sitting there. So just lovely people, lovely atmosphere, and the food was really well priced, so I really recommend it if you're a fan of your Mexican food. So if you just fancy grabbing a cocktail or maybe a jug of cocktail, then the Shoosh Beach Club in the Kings Road Arches is probably your best bet. It's a massive outdoor seating area and they stay open well into the night. They also have a nightclub attached, but we didn't visit that. We just stayed at the beach club. We visited a few times and they had some live music, so we actually had a saxophone player walking around and she was absolutely amazing. They do food as well, and apparently the chicken wings are something really special. We just didn't have the chance to try them because we were so full up, but it was a really nice atmosphere and a great place to sit and watch everything going on in Brighton. So the saxophonist was actually incredibly talented and was playing lots of club tune mashups, although I couldn't include the audio due to copyright, so I've had to lay something over the top of this one. So just about 2 minutes walk from Brighton Pier was this lovely boutique townhouse hotel, and this was called the Square Townhouse and it was in New Steine. I will leave all the details linked down below. This really was something else. They had thought of absolutely every detail, from rituals toiletries in the shower to fluffy soft towels, robes and slippers. If you wanted to, you could take a bath and look out to a sea view, which was absolutely amazing. It really was a little bit of luxury and it was a perfect place to get away from everything. You can see the sea from the bath there. If you so wish, you could also see into the bedroom from the bath and look out the front balcony window, because these blinds actually went all the way up, so it's completely see-through. You can see my husband there. Everything had been designed with luxury in mind, and it really did feel very indulgent when you walked into the room. The bed was lovely, it was king size and so soft, and the pillows were also really comfortable, which I don't always find in hotel rooms. The decor was just on another level. I absolutely loved it, although I wouldn't want to be the person who had to clean all these fingerprints off every mirrored surface. They had thought of everything. There was a mini fridge and that had 2 reusable bottles in, and one was still water, one was sparkling, and then they had pumps downstairs where you could go and refill those anytime you wanted to, which was lovely. There were also tea and coffee making facilities. There was actually a coffee machine and a little pot with all your different teas and a nice glass kettle. They also provided fine bone china cup and saucers, and the glasses were really stunning, and they were obviously real glass, which was definitely trusting for me because I don't have a good history with breaking glasses, but I managed not to do it on this occasion. There was also a really nice day bed right in front of the window, and once you opened up these sash windows you had a small balcony that you could look out and see the sea perfectly. Laying here after an afternoon wandering around Brighton was just amazing. Like I said, the pier was right round that corner there. It was probably 2 minutes walk maximum. And another little look at that fantastic bath that you can see from the bedroom, but don't worry, you can shut the blinds. We were offered champagne on arrival and they could not do enough for us. We were able to leave our bags there when we checked out and come back and collect them when it was time to get our train, so we didn't have to carry them around Brighton all day. And the decor outside of the room was also stunning. I thought this lady standing in the window was brilliant. So yeah, we really enjoyed our stay and we would definitely go back. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you if you are planning a trip to Brighton. I will leave details of everything I've mentioned in the description box down below this video. Please hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy it and subscribe for more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too.